it's weekend, guys. Come with me to the ultra modern market or the big market in where I base. So I'll take you around and get what we use to prepare our stew. As you know, it's weekend and we need to prepare our Sunday stew. I normally prepare my food in large quantity. So guys, join me and let's go and get this food stuff, this food item, the ingredients, what item we need in preparing the stew. Okay, let's make something delicious, something spicy for our Sunday rice. Okay, what we use to go down with the Sunday rice and it's stew. So we're gonna prepare this is Friday, today is Friday, and we're gonna store them, gonna package it and preserve it in our freezer. Okay, then on Sunday we're just gonna warm and we use. So guys, here is where I normally get my meat. This is where they normally sell meat. All here is meat vendor, soup ingredients. If you want to get your soup ingredients, here is where we normally get them. We get meat here, we get our ingredients here, our spicy and the rest. So guys, here is 2 kilo of meat and it's sold for 12,000 naira. Yes. So now I'm done getting my meat. So come with me. Let's go and get our spicy that we're gonna use to prepare this delicious stew. Okay, so here is the way that leads to the place. Well, I didn't budget for any spicy because I still have some left at home, so I won't wait till it's finished before I will get them. So I just have to get some, and here we are. I will just pick some few items. So I will go for my spicy stew, my ultra, my thyme, and my curry, and some other all-purpose spice. Yes, that's what I'm gonna pick. Okay, so afterward we're gonna head to where we normally get our tomato. That is the tomato depot, where they are many, like where they normally stay. Okay, not that they are not selling tomato in here, they are selling tomato here, but I want to get in large quantity and in a wholesale price. So come with me, let me take you there. So we've arrived. Let's get our long pepper. First of all, I'm going to get this pepper. I'll get the one of 3,000 naira own, both pepper and the long one, the normal pepper and the long one. So each leather hitai is 500 naira. Each leather hitai is 500 naira. So I got 3,000 naira own. And afterward we're gonna head to the tomato, and here they said both long pepper, the fat tomato of different species. Yes, this is where they normally bring tomatoes, both in baskets, in bags, rubber, small, big, anyone you want. But as you know, we are not in the season of tomato, and tomato is very expensive now. Is very expensive. So this tomato, I don't like this particular tomato, so I went for this, the Zaria tomato, and he sold just this black rubber for me at the rate of 8,000 naira. Yes, 8,000 naira. So I got one rubber and support it with my tomato, that is the tin tomato paste. Yes, so I got one rubber at the rate of 8,000 naira. Then I will use my tin tomato paste to support it so that it will be, at least the quantity will come up small. Okay, so that is it. So after getting the tomato, I will get those big pepper. What they call it here is tatase. Yes, but those pepper is very expensive now. It's too expensive and it's scarce. It's very scarce. It's only few that have it. I think only one person said that is selling it here. So, and it's very expensive. You see just how many pieces for 3,000 naira. So I just leave it, and I got the long one and I added it extra to the one I got. So it will give me that red colorful stew vibe. So that is it. Afterward, I went straight home, yes, to begin the main process. So stay tuned and see how it goes. So guys, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. So let the process begin. We're gonna start by washing our tomato properly. Yes, that is it. So let's wash our tomato properly. Then we'll cut into smaller piece and we'll put inside the pot and steam, and then we grind. Then wash our pepper. All the pepper we got, we wash them, we add it, we'll cut our onions, we add, then we grind everything, we blend it. Yes, and then wash our meat and then we'll cook. Yes, so let's begin the process. Yes, stay tuned. So on the other hand now, my boy was one side just crying, murmuring. So that's how I just came, take him from there and let him come and assist me. At least now, man, you be make you start from now. They learn, no, they learn how to cook so that you fit cook for your wife when you grow up. Afterward, we continue from where we stop. We move. Still, Baba no wan allow me make I do my work in peace. So at this point, I realized that there is something he wants, there's something bothering him. So he wants to sleep. I then went ahead and bathed him and then put him to bed so he can sleep and let me do my work in peace. Oh, no easy. So the reason why I normally steam my tomato before I blend is because it gives me that taste, that nice taste. Just try it and see. So that is the reason why I normally steam my tomato. I steam them before I blend it, okay? So afterward, it's time to fry our meat. I've properly washed the meat and I've parboiled it. I added my salt to taste, seasoning cube, my onions, my all-purpose spice, my curry when parboiling it, and now it's time to fry our meat. We're gonna fry the meat until it's brownish in color. So watch to the end and see how this delicious stew is being prepared, okay? Yes. So here are all the spices that I'm gonna use to prepare this delicious stew, okay? So here is it, my mangi, my spicy stew, my okra, my all-purpose, my curry, my thyme, and so on. And then the big thing, tomato paste, yes. So now I'm done with the frying of the meat, and now let's fry our tomato, okay? First thing first, I'll add my onions, then I'll add the tomato paste and stir. And you have to stir. Anything that has to do with stew has to do with stirring. You have to stir to avoid it getting burnt, okay? So that your stew won't burn under. So anything that has to do with stew, you have to stir properly, okay? That is it for stew. So I'm gonna add this tomato paste little by little and stir properly. I will stir and allow the tomato paste to fry for 1 minute before I add my main tomato, that is the blended tomato, okay? So with this, it's gonna support the stew, so it will help us and it will serve us for some period of time, for some period of Sundays, okay? Yes, after I'm done cooking this, I'm gonna preserve it inside our freezer, the deep freezer. Yes, so afterwards, so every Sunday we'll fetch, we'll warm, and we'll make use of it with our Sunday rice. So watch and see how it's been prepared. So now it's time to add the blended tomato, okay? We're gonna add it to the already fried tomato paste, and then we stir and stir and stir while we add. This is the main time we're gonna stir and stir and stir so it won't get burnt under. So now let's add it. Wow. So stay tuned and let's see how the procedure is going and how it's gonna end, okay? Yes. So guys, at this point it's time for us to add our spicy, yes, the all available spicy that we're gonna be used to prepare the stew. That is our salt to taste, our seasoning, our ultra, our spicy stew, and the rest. So now after adding it, we're gonna stir and stir and stir, then we'll close and allow it to boil for some minutes. Okay, so let's stir. You need to stir your stew properly. Okay, that is it. Oh yeah, now let's go there. So guys, at this point our stew is ready. Yes, our Sunday stew is ready. Guys, what are you waiting for? As you all have already seen, all I did was to properly wash my tomato, and I slice it and I parboil it. After parboiling it, I blend it. Afterwards, I properly wash my meat and I cook it. After I've already cooked the meat, I fried it, then add my onions inside the oil, the hot oil. Immediately I add the thin tomato paste. Afterward, I allow it to fry for some minutes. Afterward, I add my tomato, the main tomato, the blended tomato. After adding it, I allow it to also to fry. Also, then I use my meat water to rinse my pot. Okay, the pot, the meat, the tomato, and also the stew. After I've rinsed the stew, I also went ahead and turn it inside the stew. I won't throw it away because there is stew inside. So all I did was, after I turn it inside that stew, I went ahead and parboiled that particular stew, okay, before I will preserve it inside my deep freezer. That's what I did. Yes, I won't just turn it and just carry it like that. So this is how my Friday went, and thanks for spending it with me. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video and have a lovely day. Bye.